Good morning and Jai Hind. This is the second part of the chapter Feathered Friends. Let us start reading. Sven was one of our best construction men and excelled at the tricky and specialized work of collecting assorted girders as they floated around in free fall, making them do the slow motion, three-dimensional ballet that would get them into their right positions and fusing the pieces together when they were precisely dovetailed into the intended pattern. I never tired of watching them and his gang as the space station grew under their hands like a giant jigsaw puzzle. It was a skilled and difficult job, for a spacesuit is not the most convenient of cars in which to work. However, Sven's team had one great advantage over the construction gangs you see putting up skyscrapers down on Earth. They would step back and admire their handiwork without being abruptly parted from it by gravity. Now, the writer explained about the Sven's work. He was best construction man. He used to collect the large iron bars which are scattered and floating in space in slow motion, and then putting these large iron bars in their right position and fixing them in a predefined pattern. The writer never felt bored and tired watching Sven and his team working in a space station. Writer also defined their job as skilled and difficult because working in zero gravity area with such a bulky and heavy outfit is not easy at all. In spite of such difficulties, Sven and his team has an advantage to view their work by stepping back at the height in space unlike on Earth. Let us read further. Don't ask me why Sven wanted a pet or why he chose the one he did. I am not a psychologist, but I must admit that his selection was very sensible. Claribel weighed practically nothing. She required very little to eat, and she was not worried as most animals would have been by the absence of gravity. Then the writer said that he really don't know why Sven wanted to keep a pet and why Sven selected the Claribel. The writer can't understand the psychology of Sven, and the writer admires Sven's selection of pet as Claribel is very light in weight, eat less, and doesn't get disturbed by the absence of gravity like other animals on Earth. Let us read further. I first became aware that Claribel was on board our spaceship when I was sitting in my tiny office, checking through my list of technical stores to decide what items we had be running out of next. When I heard the musical whistle beside my ear, I assumed that it had come over the station intercom and waited for an announcement to follow. It didn't. Instead, there was a long and involved pattern of melody that made me look up with such a start that I banged my head on the angle beam just behind my head. When the stars had ceased to explode before my eyes, I had my first view of Claribel. So one day when Writer was sitting and working in his small office in his space station, for the first time he became aware about Claribel's presence in the space station. He heard a musical whistle beside his ear. Then he thought it may be coming from intercom, but it was not. A long and involved pattern of melody was heard continuously, which made a writer curious, due to which he stood up and banged his head on the angle beam, which was just behind his head. After some time, the writer saw the first view of Claribel.